How are we doing, people? Good afternoon. Welcome back to ProAm1 season 15, round number 2, race number 3 technically. Lago maggiore, GP track, very enjoyable track. Let's get this underway. Let's see how people get on. Crazy qualified a pole. Jason second, Nath there in third. Fast JMS, D Stones, Johnny C, Rocky Rich 1805. It's all about heading down to that first chicane. You'll come as one, you'll compact. Crazy gets him underway. Very nice start there indeed. I'm shot by down for the count. Marty's quite a way down, like 11th position. Let's see how he goes on through this race. Headed now, Crazy for the first chicane. Nicely does it. Everyone got through cleanly. They have indeed. That's very nice to see. Down for the count. They're in 10th. I was expecting to see him further up, but Crazy leading away this moment in time in first position. Let's see if he can manage that tyre wear as well. I mean, a lot of people, they opt for the racing medium, or you could do the racing soft at the front, racing super soft at the back like Pablo has done there. He's leading them away, heading down, dipping down to this right-hander. You've got a tendency, if you get it wrong, you can run it out wide on the exit onto the grass, and some occasions you can lose your rear end. So Nave there in third. We've got Faster MS in fourth. Steve Stones in fifth position. Let's see what he can bring, representing Team Samson. That's who I'm representing as well in season 15. We've got Johnny C. Johnny C, I think, could be looking to have a good result around here or Sarthe, because last week it didn't go so well, especially around Fuji for him. Down for the count, another one in 10th. Let's see what he can do. 3 wide there, 1805. Ricky J and Rocky Rich 3 abreast as they head down to this right-hander at the bottom of the hill. You can almost take the whole inside of that curve, but is that deemed as taking an advantage? I'm not sure. But anyway, down for the count now up to 9, but he's got 1805 in 10th now. 6penny Qatar in the darkest one to the rear, 11th position. But leading the way is Jason now. Well, I missed that move, haven't I? So Jason's got that jump already. It looked like yeah, they're heading down now. Drop it down the hill, the right-hander, yeah. Jason just later on the brakes, got Pavel there. So now he's leading the way in first position. But Crazy, he's back already. He's like, yeah, I want my position back from you, Jason. And Jason's like, yeah, you can fight for it. But Crazy in the meantime runs it wide onto that grass. And now he's going to have dirt on them tyres. They're 3 abreast, heading down now to start timing line. They cross that start timing line to the first chicane. Jason there looking at the outside, but we've got Steve Stones coming on through. Oh, that was a bit let's go back and have a look at that again. Let's go back. So heading down now, Steve Stones' point of view. Let's go in car with Steve Stones. I think he just broke a little bit late. You've got Fast JMS there to the right. We've got Jason, Pavel and Nath up ahead. But yeah, Steve Stones gets that braking all wrong. Very unfortunate indeed. So let's go out and let's go back up 1. Nath leading away now. So we've got a 6-car battle. Johnny C just buying this time to the rear of this pack. So yes, I'm just going to come on through. But still, Crazy now down to third. So the pole man now down to third position. Nath will be looking to pull away, but it's that tyre management as well, looking after the tyres. In regards to the tyre depletion, you know, that's ×3 the tyre wear, no fuel, penalty, get a penalty to overtake, because you will incur extra time onto that penalty. So side by side there, Johnny T and Crazy side by side. This chicane coming up now. You've got the left hander. You want to perfect this, don't run it too wide, because you will pick up a penalty where Crazy is now. So it's still too wide. Brilliant racing so far. 3 minutes in, 30-minute races around Lago maggiore and Sarthe this evening. Well, this afternoon, but it was this evening when they were racing on the Friday evening. Nath got a bit of a gap now to Steve Stones there in second, and Steve Stones is breaking away from Jason. Jason's breaking away from we've got these fighting still. We've got Fast JMS and we've got Crazy. Johnny C behind. Jason broke away now. So with these fighting, that's enabled the top 3 just to clear off, you know. So we've got Crazy there to the right. He's now down to 5th. So I think he's doing a bit of time management as well. Purple sector there for him. But Fast JMS on the outside, down for the count now up to 6th. Let's see what he can bring. Traction control on as well, just to help the tyre wear, just to manage it a bit more. Johnny C in 7th, Rocky Rich in 8th. Rocky Rich in 8th, 1805, still drinking that cider in that car in 9th. Ricky J in 10th. Ricky J in 10th. Had a good outing last week at Fuji. Good few couple of laps. And the darkest one in 12th position. But leading the way still is Nath on lap number 3. Fastest lap is done by Steve Stones, 205.717. Already, tyre wear coming to effect for Steve Stones. His front left is taking a bit of a hammering so far in regards to Nath as well. So, yeah, they went a bit hot-headed at the start of the race. So I think that's hampered the tyres a little bit. Crazy down to 4th. He's got it all to do. You can see Jason up ahead, fast JMS. He's breaking away from fast JMS. But heading down to his right-hander now. It's about perfecting it. It's not running it too wide on the exit. He's missed the apex completely there, but he's managed to keep it on track. So with fast JMS, it looks like to me he got the perfect entry into that corner, and he's gained a bit of time onto Crazy. So let's just wait and see what goes on halfway through. No stoppers. Any no stoppers? I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't looked at the replay. I've just come on, doing the live quickly. And then just see what goes on. It's always a surprise, ProAm1. I've done a few races last season with ProAm1. Stewie Mac does always come first place in this league, even though he's not with us. You know, he's with us in spirit. He always finishes in first. That's why the league's dedicated to him, ProAm1. Nath now being caught by Steve Stones there in second. What's the time gap between third and fourth? Third and fourth. Yeah, so Crazy's got a bit of work to do now because he's almost 2.5 seconds back from Jason there in third. So, but Crazy's got the attention of fast JMS. Fast JMS is looking all over his rear end. Crazy again runs it deep on the exit of that corner, and he's just cutting in front of a fast JMS there. But Pavel at the minute is struggling. We've got Johnny C on the inside. I've raced Johnny C quite a bit, so he is quite a fast driver. I think last week was just a bit of a one-off. Not a great evening for him. Rocky Rich in 8th, spun out as well last week and won the races. Six-Penny Guitar, I think Six-Penny Guitar is the host of ProAm1, and we've got 1805 in 10th. We've got a battle on back here. Ricky J in 12th, the darkest one in 11th from Team We Are Driven. Check them out on Facebook as well. Nath being caught by Steve Stones. So Steve Stones is on it this evening. Totally different drive. They're side by side as they're heading downhill now. They're breaking away massively from Crazy. That time gap has increased. Yeah, it has increased. So yeah, unfortunately now Crazy is struggling. We've got Jason in the inside there. Steve Stones like, yeah, but Steve Stones come back through. So you're not having that position. I can come back through and take that position from you. But Jason can still, you can almost sling it in the inside of this in the entrance to the chicane. It can be done, has been done. Jason there normally has bright yellow cars, but like I said last week, he's opted for that bright orange car. Crazy in 4th, dropping back now. Johnny C will be looking to get to the rear of Power. We've got fast JMS. We got down for the count. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to take that corner to cut the grass. Just mow the grass as I go along. Fast JMS seems to be on it this evening, but Johnny C is now breaking away from fast JMS and down for the count. So Johnny C's, the time gap between Johnny C and Crazy is 1.7 seconds. So that's enough time for Johnny C to manage that tyre wear as well. But Crazy, yeah, he seems to have settled down now, got into a bit of a rhythm. But Johnny C is that front right tyre definitely is taking a bit of a hammering now. Fast JMS got fast JMS still with Marty behind him. That's TRG down for the count. In car with TRG down for the count, and to the rear they've got Rocky Rich having a good outing so far. We head on to Sarthe for the second race after this. 8 minutes in, 21 minutes to go. You can see Rocky Rich in the ring mirror there looking back at him. But yeah, fast JMS, is fast JMS pitting already? I thought he was pitting already. So down for the count now, making his way up, get past 6th position as they head down to the chicane now. Yeah, but no, fast JMS coming on through again, but down for the count. Look for that switchback in the PlayStation Mobile, but fast JMS still there on the inside. He's still not giving that position up, but they got the attention of Rocky Rich now. Rocky Rich in 8th is just buying this time, sit behind down for the count, but leading the way is Nath so far, leading the way, but he has got that fast charging Jason in 2nd position. I have raced with Jason. And when he brings it in racing, he can bring it. Steve Stones, I've raced with Steve Stones as well. Pavel I've raced with, Johnny I've raced with, so I know their racecraft and how they race. It's just a matter of time before they bring it on. Maybe if they pit. I don't know if they'll pit, but if they will pit. I stopped. I mean, that replay was done on the weekend. I stopped, and by pitting around this track, a lot of people were saying it doesn't go in your favour, but I found it did, because I come out in 9th in the pit stop. I come out in 9th position, and then I made my way up to 2nd coming the end of the race. So it does work. The pit stops around this track. It is quite high degradation in tyre wear. Side by side now, fast JMS, but now down for the count. In regards to this situation now, down for the count with that 0.5 second penalty above his car. He cannot overtake fast JMS, but Rocky Rich can overtake down for the count. So he's got rid of that now, but if it came to that situation where Rocky Rich overtook down for the count and then down for the count overtook him, bang, you know, he's got a penalty. There's no getting away with it or anything, because replays are checked for that. 1805. Is he having a disconnection here? It seems like it. What is going on with 1805? Well, I don't know. I think, to me, he's having a disconnection, or he's I don't know, gone to the toilet or something. But Nathan now, the gap between first and second is a second. Yes, so again, Pavel's took that time down again, so I think he realises now he's got that fast Johnny C behind him 5th. So Crazy, yeah, and Jason down for a penalty. So Jason picked up a penalty as well. So it's now for Crazy to attack Jason in 3rd, you know, and Steve Stones can break away now from Jason. But Nath is doing alright so far. 205.966 is faster. Let's go on board with Nath. Let's see how he does this now. That left-hander heading down the right-hander now as we drop downhill. This corner down the bottom of the hill, it is difficult, but if you perfect the bottom of that, you know, the corner bottom of this hill, just get that apex lovely, you know, get it in really tight, don't run it too wide on the exit. Nicely does it there. He hits that apex bang on there. Likewise Steve Stones, and the perfect entrance, and then he's at the exit, that corner up the hill, heading through chicane section now. Looking back as well, Steve Stone's still there. He's gaining a bit of time. Then Nate can put out that gap as well. Heading through section now. Don't run it too wide on the grass. It will pick up a penalty for you. This section here, you can hug that curb really tight. Heading up the incline now. Then we drop down. Everyone knows this. If you race this track quite frequently, everyone knows this right-hander. You can take the whole inside curb because it won't give you a penalty for some odd reason. They both avoid doing that anyway, which is a lot of people, what I've seen from previous races, do take a lot of that inside curve down the bottom of the hill. He's heading up through now. There's a sector coming up as he improved on his sector time, 205.966. Now he's almost a second off. So that tyre wear now for Nath is coming into effect now. Likewise Steve Stone, because come the start of the race, they pushed it from the beginning, and that's hampered their tyres. 12 minutes in, around about 18 to go, and already that tyre wear. But now Crazy's slowly catching to the rear at Steve Stones. Yeah, so Crazy's got his foot down now. We've still got 1805 just sitting on the edge of the track. I don't know what's going on with 1805, but that was a lap there from Nath. Steve Stones now being caught by Pavel there in 3rd position. So yeah, Pavel is on it right about now. Tyre wear, he's managing that. I thought he was using quite a bit of tyre wear at the beginning of the race, but no, he's managing that now. Steve Stones is front left already. He's taking them right bang in. But yeah, Crazy is Crazy maybe before his pit stop, if he will pit, that is, get these 1st and 2nd. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Let's go down, have a look. We've got Jason there in 4th. Johnny C ran it a bit wide on the exit of that corner. Down for the count as well. Down for the count. He's made his way up to 6th. We've got Fast JMS in 7th. Such a big gap between Rocky Rich and Ricky J. But Ricky J and Sixpenny Guitar now battling side by side as they drop down the hill. Ricky J there is lovely pink livery and his luminous green wheels. Looking back as well, we've got the darkest one 11th. So yeah, Sixpenny Guitar almost into Ricky J there, but he held on to it. Looking back still at the darkest one has gained a bit of time to Sixpenny Guitar. Let's go down quickly. 1805 still sitting. I don't know what's going on with 1805. Nath to Steve Stones. I think when that tyre wear with Steve Stones, yeah, he's falling back. 1.3 second gap. Crazy. Flat out on it. He's right behind Steve Stones there in second position. You can see Jason just coming up the hill now, but they're at the top of the hill. But yeah, Steve Stones, that front left tyre is, you know, it's shot, and Pavel now to the inside there of Steve Stones. He gets that move done, but no, Steve Stones still on the outside there. So on the outside there of Pavel, but has he got that move done? Yeah, so Pavel up to second now. But in regards to Nath's tyre wear as well is more than Pavel in second position now. Steve Stones is the worst, to be honest with you. Halfway in now. Does Steve Stones go into the pits? Yes, so Steve Stones into the pits, the first one to pit, and Nath. So will Pavel do a nose stopper? Interesting. Jason as well, his front left tyre taking a bit of a battering. Johnny C, you know, half and half, he's doing okay, but Jason's got a bit more. So Johnny C now to the rear of Jason there. He's looking for that switchback, but he doesn't get it because Jason comes off that apex. Down for the count now up to fourth. Johnny C is yeah, Johnny C, he could be quiet in races, and then the last couple of minutes, 5 minutes, he can just pull it out the bag, you know. But down for the count as well. Down for the count, he does commentary for Elite 2 of the MRC GTTCC. So check him out as well on YouTube and Facebook. Rocky Rich up to fifth with cars pitting, racing soft, and Ricky J still not pitted. Fast JMS has pitted, racing soft. It's Penny Guitar pitted, the darkest one as well, and 1805 has got away again, but unfortunately now he's been lapped, so he's got no chance of you know, getting up there. He just sitting in last position. But crazy now, Pavel dropping down the hill. He's got a bit of a gap to Jason there in second. The gap 4.5 seconds. These two haven't stopped, nor is Johnny C. Johnny C still looking to the rear of Jason. Will he look to the inside of the bottom of the hill? He does indeed. He gets that move done, but Jason looking for that switch back to Jason, straight back on the inside, gets that move done. Very nice there from Jason. Down for the count is slowly getting into the back of Johnny C. So the tyre wear on Johnny C is much higher than Marty there. Down for the count. Rocky Rich hasn't pitted either, so we need to keep an eye out now for Nath there in sixth position, Steve Stones in seventh, Fast JMS as well. So watch out for these three, because with the fresher tyre I found on Friday, the fresher tyre, Pavel going into pits, he is. I'd be interested to see where Pavel comes out in regards to Nathan, Steve Stones, etc, etc. Down for the counts, hasn't pitted, so he takes the lead of the race over the start timeline now. Crazy still yet to reach a pit stop. There is an update coming, I think tomorrow. Is it today or tomorrow? Hopefully that will sort out the pit stops as well. Nath there, a bit of a panic, so that will hamper his time to TRG. Down for the count. Crazy comes out of the pits in fourth. Nath, yeah, so Nath's got the jump over Pavel there in fourth position, and Steve Stones as well. So that was good by them two. They must have had a rapid outlap, put their foot down, and they got to jump over Pavel. It's not a massive gap when Pavel comes back out, but again, Nath, he's got that 0.0 above his car, but it's something like 0.32, something like that, something little. Down for the count, Marty. In regards to time gap, 5 seconds. So unfortunately, if Marty does pit, he's going to come out, I would say, around about this area. Right, around about this area. Johnny C, fresh set of tyres for Johnny C now. So we're going to have a 3-car battle for that fifth position. In regards to Pavel, he's broke away now from fifth. So he's up to fourth. So Pavel now's trying to close that gap. Purple sector 4, Steve Stones there. Purple sector for Steve Stones, the fastest lap this moment in time. I think it is still with yeah, still with Jason, 2:05.546. But then Jason's to the rear, Fast JMS, and then we got Johnny C in seventh. Yeah, again, oh, Jason went for that switchback then. Let's go back and have a look at that again, because I think JMS just lost it on the exit. Did he touch that gravel at all? So there's Jason there. Oh no, he just got his exit all wrong, Fast JMS. But he backs off, you know, knew he'd done wrong. But yeah, now it's for Jason to get back up there. You know, I thought Fast JMS backed off a bit, just to allow him to come back through. Rocky Rich in 8th. Penny above his card still. Sixpenny Guitar in 9th position, the darkest one behind him. Fresh set of tyres, these lads can push it now. 1805 there to the rear, but as you can see, he has been lapped, unfortunately. Ricky J there in 11th position. So leading away, 19 minutes in, around about 10 minutes to go. Marty still hasn't pitted, so it looks like to me he's no stopping. Yeah, so he's no stopping for this race by the looks of it. Nath to Crazy to Steve Stones as well. The gap between Nath and Down for the Count, how large is that? 4.3. So yeah, already Nath took out around about a second over Down for the Count there in first position. So that tyre wear over time will come into effect. But Johnny C again running it wide on the exit of that corner. Fast JMS all over the back end there of Johnny C as they head down the hill to this right-hander. Fast JMS on the inside. Johnny sees him at the last minute, so that does compromise him a little bit, but he's boom straight back on that throttle. Jason now has gained a bit of time over Fast JMS, so it's like Jason's got a good exit out of that corner as they head uphill through the chicane section now. Try and not run it too wide on the exit where Fast JMS is now. You cut too much of that curving and too much of the grass, it will give you a penalty, 0.5. Jason to the rear still of Fast JMS. So Jason, yeah, he's on it right about now. He was with me in Pro 2 last season, but he's dropped down to ProAm1. So I wish him all the best anyway. I wish him all the best in this league. Craig Maximus was part of this league last week, but he's been promoted up to, I think it's Pro 2, so I wish him all the best as well. Craig Maximus Down for the Count, leading away still in regard to time gap, 3.2. So that time is still coming down. Crazy now gets that move done. Let's go back and have a look at that. On with Pavel now. Oh, Nate gets it a bit wrong on to that entrance of that corner, and he's on the grass, so he's going to have dirt on his tyres. Nate to the left there, Pavel. But it looks like to me Pavel got this move done. He switched back to the inside by the looks of it. So on board with Pavel now, and we've still got Steve Stones on the inside as well. Bit of contact there. Steve Stones in the inside of Pavel. It looked like Pavel got that move. Let's have a look and wait and see. Wicked on the back there of Steve Stones. No one behind Pavel, so he can just concentrate on these two up ahead and try. Yeah, so Pavel on the inside of Steve Stones. Very nice there from Pavel, but we've still got Steve Stones on the outside. Steve Stones on the outside. Now he's still behind in 4th. He's dropped back now. So that gap to first and second is like a couple of seconds. So these three here, if they help each other out, they can gain to the back of Marty come the end of this lap. But whether they do that, I'm not sure, because they've been battling from the start. They're costing each other a bit of time. So yeah, Pavel there on the inside. So now will Pavel gain to the back of Down for the Count? I think if I was these three now, and if they was in chat with each other, I'd say, look, you know, let's work together and let's close up the gap to Marty there, because we've got around about 6 minutes left of this race, 6-7 minutes, but the time gap between Pavel and Down for the Count is 2.5. Now if Marty can keep that gap, just look after the tyres, it's going to be big. It's going to be a big ask for him to do that. But Crazy just wants to break away now. And maybe these two behind will say, hang on a minute, you know, we've just got to back it off a bit. Let's just help each other out and gain to the back. They will gain to the back, but how fast we don't know, because 23 minutes into this race, 7 minutes to go now. Again, they're battling, so this is going to compromise their time. Nathan on the inside of Pavel there. Nathan on the inside of Pavel again. So this again is going to hold them up. You know, Jason there in 5th, but it's fallen back now. Fast JMS in 6th. Rocky Rich there in 7th. Johnny C in 8th. Sixpenny Guitar, the darkest one with penalty. Ricky J and 1805 to the rear in 12th. So up we go. Let's have a look. Marty's ran it wide on the exit. As they go, oh no, what happened there? Let's go on board with Marty for the minute. He's dipping down this left-hander, coasting it in. He loses it on the exit. Pavel there is coming through. Just too much grass. Yeah, with that tyre wear, it's coming into effect now for Martin. He lost it on the exit of that corner. So now, unfortunately, that's dropped him down to 4th position. So leading away Crazy. Let's see what he can do, because he's still got the attention of Nath and Steve Stones. The top 3 will now put away from down for the count. So I'm very unfortunate there for down for the count. I think in his head he's probably thinking, right, I should have pitted really, the same time as them fellas up ahead, but he didn't. It's your choice whether you pit or not. It's completely up to you. Darkest One, we are driven. Like I said, check them out on Facebook as well, because it's one big group. Team We Are Driven. Loads of charities coming together, helping people out, you know, raising money. Archie's journey as well. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of that as well. It's okay not to be okay. Mental health awareness. You know, there's a lot out there right about now. All the decals on the cars as well. Like, you'll see it, like Team We Are Driven on the back there of Steve Stone and Samson Mobile. Even though he's part of Samson, he's got Team We Are Driven, Infinity Decals as well. Down for the count, falling back now. So that, unfortunately, now that tyre wear is too much for down for the count to manage. So he's maybe going to be happy with 4th, but Jason's a bit too far away. So Steve Stone sitting in 3rd, Nath there in 2nd, and Crazy now, Pavel is breaking away in 1st position. 205.364 is his fastest lap. The fastest lap still 205.053 from Steve Stones on lap number 10. Let's have a look, let's go down and see what else is going on. Seems to be gapping now, gaps are appearing. We'll head on to Sarthe after this race. 4 minutes ago of this race now. Crazy 0.5 second penalty. You'll be alright, because you're not going to overtake no one unless you lap someone. That doesn't count anyway. And apparently what I've been hearing as well, you can cross the line, finish a race with a penalty, if that's right. Let me know if I'm wrong, just let me know again. But I think that's what I'm hearing. You can finish a race with a penalty. Rocky Rich having a good race this evening. For the first race round Lago Maggiore, sitting in 7th, but Johnny C in 8th position, 6th playing guitar, breaking away from the Darkest One, Ricky J, and 1805 in last position. So just under 4 minutes to go, and with Pavel trying to burn that penalty, Nath is all over the back end of Pavel. Nath now can choose where he will overtake Pavel there in 1st position. So Nath has broke away from Steve Stones there in 3rd position. So full concentration on to Pavel up ahead, which is Crazy 88.75 leading the way. You know, so it's fascinating. So he's trying to burn that penalty. You got to think about it. So right about now, if Nath got the jump onto Pavel now, there's no way Pavel can overtake Nath. So I think Nath is thinking about where to do it. Here would have been ideal, could dive down the inside, because heading up now, or he clips that gravel there, sorry, so he's heading uphill now. It's going to be difficult round here, unless he does it out of this section, going to the next right-hander, not this one. He's a bit too far back still. So Pavel still with that penalty. We'll be heading on to, it won't be the last lap, it'll be the penultimate lap, I think. So yeah, Nath hasn't got that job done over Pavel. So Pavel's keeping that gap, you know. Steve Stone's there in 3rd. Someone's talking to me in chat. Let me just see who that is. So yeah, down for the count in 4th. Jason in 5th. I need to get back up to the front and see what's going on, because there's nothing happening back here. They're just running their own race. Or Ricky J in the gravel. Very unfortunate. So leading the way still, just about. But Nath, yeah, he's looking already, you know. He's looking already to the rear of Pavel, and he wants that 1st position. This will be the last lap, I think. I may be wrong. No. Yeah, this will be the last. No, maybe one more. Maybe. We'll wait and see. So Pavel now, I think in his heart of heart, just needs to break away. But Nath is still in that slipstream of Pavel there in 1st position. Unfortunately now Steve Stones is too far back. So the battle now is for that first position between first and second. Pavel's pulled out a bit of a gap, bit of an advantage, so that's going in his favour right about now. Steve Stones unfortunately dropped back from Nath there in second. Down for the count, Marty's still managing that tyre wear. I think he's doing a lot of lifting and coasting, you know, into corners. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, hello Lee. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. Bit of pain in that. But yeah, apart from that, mate, God, last night MVP racing, what a great race that was as well. Check that out on my on my YouTube channel. That's live there at the minute as well. So Pavel's got rid of that penalty. So this now is for Nave to get the win. Can he get the win? I'm not sure if they will get an extra lap in. This is the thing. I think they will actually. Yeah, by looking where they are on track to where the start finish line is, I think possibly they're getting an extra lap in. Yeah, 30 seconds, maybe not actually. It's touch and go. So Pavel got rid of that penalty, burn it off. So Nave, follows you Nave. Yeah, they're getting an extra lap in definitely. 20 seconds to go. Or would, yeah, they will. They will. The front two, possibly front three, will get an extra lap in. But Nave still hasn't got that first position. He's still sitting there. And he's still waiting. But yeah, they're getting an extra lap in. Likewise, Steve Stones. So the first man to cross the line will be TRG down for the count there. Crossing the line now in 4th position. Very well done to Marty there. Jason crossing the line in 5th. And then we've got Fast JMS crossing the line in 6th position. Johnny C will cross the line in 7th. Rocky Rich in 8th. 6 Penny Qatar, where are you, my friend? Coming around now to sweeping left hander. In crossing the line in 9th. I'll go back up to the front now. I don't want to be missing anything up there. So 6 Penny Qatar in 9th. Darkest one in 10th. Ricky J there. Coming around now in 11th, but he's a bit far back. I'll come back to him in a minute. So Crazy, yeah, pulled that gap now. Got rid of that penny. He's run a good race. Lap number 15. Still the fastest lap is Steve Stones 205.053. And lap number 10. Season 15, round 2, race 3. Head on to race number 4. Then this Friday we've got Alcest Village, the reverse layout of that. I'm not quite sure what the second track is. I can't remember. Bit forgetful at the moment. 1805 has now finished. So Pavel's got enough of a gap now just to take it nice and easy, have an easy finish to this race. So Pavel, got on board with Pavel. Look back at Nate, but Steve Stones has close that gap a little bit. But yeah, Pavel coming around now, heading for his first win of the season. I bet he's chuffed. But La Sarthe is one of them tracks where it's penalty heaven, because you got the white lines of La Sarthe on the edge, and then you got the curb after that. So they class the white lines around that track as the track limits. It's odd because really, technically, it should be the curbing. So Pavel now head around the sweeping left-hander, on board with Pavel. He's like, yes, look at me, first position. I think it's heart of heart he'd be gunning for the title this season. So Pavel there in first position, very well done. Nath as well in second. Brilliant race from each and every one of them around Lago, Maggiore GP. But we're now head on to La Sarthe Le Mans, what people know it as well. This time around it's there, so I'll go for the grid. It's their own choice. Still GR4 category, but it's their own choice. They can't use the Subaru WRX, the one make car. They can't use that. So you can use a Mitsubishi Lancia. That's a sort of identical car with different badges on. That's about it. So loading up now. It takes a few minutes. I do apologise for the wait. I do appreciate you watching. In regards to me, I've been doing commentary for a while now. Do it for MVP, MRC, ESR, doing it for Simfx, the Infinity GT Manufacturer Series. That's starting tomorrow. In the meantime, waiting for my op now. I've got an appointment tomorrow. Then yeah, I've got to have an emergency operation. I hide a lot, even though I'm in pain. I managed to hide it, you know, but yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully be on the road to a normal life because the past couple of months has been quite difficult. So commentary for me relaxes on mine. I could just have a bit of enjoyment as well. Even though I enjoy racing, I found on Friday especially in a bit of pain, but I'm bearing with it. I do appreciate you watching. I may not be the best today. I'm sitting here with pain, but like I said, I'm hiding it. So loading up the Sarthe now. I go for the grid. Who's where? It's a reverse grid of the previous race, what we just watched. So Power will be to the rear, and I'm going to have 1805 on pole position. McLaren and the Lambo seems to be quite popular. Likewise the Ferrari, but we'll wait and see. Even the Jaguar as well. I think the Jaguar has got a good top end. Especially, you need a car which got a good top end around this track, because season 15 there's a lot of long straights in tracks. What the tracks they've implemented into season 15, the straights are quite long, especially like tracks like Nordschleife and whatnot, Catalonia, La Sarthe is definitely one of them, and it's technical as well. So there's a lot of concentration around the Sarthe. Just don't pick up them penalties. You pick up the penalties, it's going to hamper your time, because a lot of people will want to slipstream around the Sarthe. That's the name of the game around the Sarthe. Just keeping, bump each other along, help each other. So I'll get everything up. I'll go for the grid and who's using what, and then we'll head on for a 30-minute race again. Tyre depletion ×4, no fuel. Penalties, as I said before, you can't overtake with a penalty, but you can finish a race with a penalty by all accounts. So then, going for the grid now, reverse grid of the previous race. So sitting on pole, as we've seen him sitting at the side of the track around Lago maggiore GP. So 1805 in the Jaguar this time around. Good top end on that car. Ricky J opted for the Aston Martin, the GR4 Aston Martin. Top end wise, it's okay, but it's good in corners. Darkest one in the BMW M4. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on this car, because I'm using this for the Infinity Series Season 5, me and Sarthe. So I want to see how this car gets on the darkest one in third. Again, 6-penny Qatar in the Aston Martin GR4 as well. Rocky Rich in the McLaren 650S mid-engine car. Likewise, Johnny C is in the Lamborghini. I use a Lamborghini as well for my option, for my second car option. So Johnny C in the Lambo. Fast JMS again in the McLaren as well. And we've got Jason in the McLaren as well. We've got TRG down for the count in the McLaren. Steve Stones in the Aston Martin as well. Nath in the 650S. We've got Powell there. Powell in the four-wheel drive Nissan GTR, sitting in 12th. And then Mickey, who missed the first race, does sit at the back of the grid because he's entering the second race because he missed the first race. So he automatically gets put at the rear of the grid. So it would have been a manual grid. Grid set by host at the start of the race. So let's get underway. You're looking around about, I would say for Pro-Am, around about the 418, 419 mark. Because in like Elite 1 and that, we were doing 415s, 416, low 16s. So 1805, Ricky J, the darkest one. Long run up to turn 1, long run up. 24 hours of Le Mans. I couldn't do 24 hours around there. So 1805 gets off the line, very nice there. Ricky J likewise. Ricky J last week around Fuji had a really good race. I'm hoping he has a good one as well. We've got Mickey there, he did get off the line very well indeed. So Rocky Rich in the inside. Let's go, oh god, let's go up quickly. Let's go up and have a look at on board. Let's have a look back at Ricky J. So already 1805 with that half-second penalty. So Ricky J will be looking to pounce. There's certain sections on this track, and I'll go through it in a few minutes time. Don't go too wide, especially now heading around this right-hander. So you want to clip that apex, so don't run it too wide on the exit, because you will pick up a penalty as well. So in regards to the lines, I'm going to stay on with 1805 because there's nothing happening at the minute. There's side-by-side action there, but we just started off. So heading down now this long stray, Ricky J in the slipstream. So with the slipstream of the Jaguar, what the Aston Martin is picking up, it is because I thought the Aston Martin didn't have that good of a top end, but it seems to me like it has. So 1805 just taking it easy, and he's being caught by the other Aston Martin 650S. So now heading through this section now where Ricky J is, Ricky J, where he is now, you've got the white lines just before the curb, so they class that as track limits. Let's go out, let's go down. 1805 with that penny above his car, you can't overtake. Rocky Rich there, being followed by Fast JMS, so it's slipstream territory, you know, so it's all about slipstream around this track, helping each other, bumping each other along. You're talking around about 4-minute, 18 to 20-minute laps. I don't know the lap time for ProAm, but we'll work it out once they do their lap. So side by side now heading to the second chicane. Again, easy to pick up a penalty around this track, around this section, especially that curb there, and especially on the exit of this curb as well. Just don't touch them. Just don't go over them white lines. That's all I can advise you. Rocky Rich there in fourth. Behind we got crazy there in this GTR, but we got the darkest one, 1.3 second penalty, so he's in that range to overtake down for the count, but he can't do it. And Marty's sitting in that car, you know, I know you can't overtake. If you do, you know, I'm gonna tell you off. But yeah, the darkest one cannot. He knows that. And oh, what happened there? What happened there? What was all that about? Is that some sort of glitch there from? Is that a network issue maybe? So let's have a look. Oh no, he got back on the throttle again. So the Sarthe is technical, and you know, not a lot of people know it. Maybe not a lot of people practice it, but he's straight back on the. Seems like to me he's got a throttle issue there, with his pedal maybe. So let's go back up. Ricky J leading the way now. Ricky J being harassed now by 1805. But 1805 with that bit of a penalty above his car, these two now have broke away from Rocky Rich, as you can see, because 1805 is lifting off that accelerator because he knows he can't do it, you know. So going back to Rocky Rich and Steve Stones there. Steve Stones there in fourth. Fast JMS runs it wide on the entrance to that corner. It's easy done. It's very, very dusty around that set, and it's all going off back here. What is going on back here? Right, let's go back and have a look at this. It's all gone off back here. So, Jason there in 10th. We've got cars going up ahead. The first one is Nave. So Nave lost it on the entrance to this right-hander. So Nave loses it. Yeah, he's braking into Mickey there. And down for the count goes off. God, synchronized sliding off the track there. So Nave now dropped down to 12th position, so he's in last. So depending where he is in regards to 11, he's got a lot of work to do, you know. So it's all about slipstream around this track. 1805 then, still with a penalty above his car. Rocky Rich in the McLaren. In regards to top end, I was like side by side with a McLaren. So the Lamborghini has got the edge over Steve Stones there, sliding into that corner. So the Lambo has got the edge over the McLaren by just a little bit. It's not much, but the Jaguar, I think, just the top end of the Jaguar is just phenomenal, to be honest with you. So down for the count, the darkest one, we've got Mickey, we've got Johnny C to the rear. He's struggling, that Lambo. I don't normally see this from Johnny. Johnny's normally, you know, keeps it on track, but maybe he didn't practice around this track and he's lost it entering around the Porsche curve area. Yeah, he ran a bit deep, broke a bit too late, so now that's cost him massively. So up the front we go. Ricky J still leading the way, the man himself, heading through the final chicane now. He's like, no, I'm going to go across the chicane, I'm not going to go around it. So 1805. Right, let's have a look at that again. So Ricky J up ahead. Does Ricky J pick up a penalty? No. So Ricky J didn't pick up a penalty, but maybe how would you solve that one? So 1805 with a penalty, Ricky J went off track, and then 1805 overtook Ricky J, but Ricky J didn't have a penalty, nothing like that. It just compromised him on the exits because he cut the chicane. Now I don't know how you would call that one. Would you call that as an advantage by having a penalty? I don't know. 1.1 second penalty now, so Ricky J, just focus and get to the rear and, you know, try and overtake him again. But I think 1805 will give up a bit of a fight, because 1805 in that Jaguar, the top end of that Jaguar, 4:28.081 by 18:05. He will pick up another bit of a penalty as well. He's ran it wide on the exit of that corner. It will go up to around about 1.2. Or it looks like he's got away with it actually. So yeah, he's got away with that. Rocky Rich in second position now. He's got the jump over Ricky J, but we've got Steve Stones as well with a penalty. He's burning it off now down the straight. So the Jaguar and the McLaren, who comes out on top, they're side by side McLaren. The Jaguar are now kicking into that top gear, and it's coming back again. I know he's on the brakes as well, but as it got to the top end, the Jaguar seems to have a bit more power compared to the McLaren. So Ricky J looking at second position. He can now overtake second position because Fast JMS is in fourth. They're slowly coming up now, and Pavel's recovering up to sixth, and we've got Jason there in seventh. Without that slipstream, it's difficult. Down for the count there in eighth. Purple sector for him. Nave to the rear, down for the count. The darkest one in the BMW in 10th position. We've got Sixpenny Guitar in 11th, Mickey in 12th, and Johnny C, unfortunately, massive penny above his car in 13th. So up we go. Side by side action here. You'd be lucky not to get a penalty there, Ricky J. Looks like you've got away with that one as well. Maybe just on the limit of the curb in there. So let's go on with Rocky Rich. Let's look back. So he's being pushed along now from 1805. So he's bump drafting in and helping as well. Ricky J looking to the rear of 1805 as well, and he got Steve Stone slowly catching up to the rear of Ricky J. So, and Fast JMS and Pavel. So 1805 with a penalty again is being caught by Ricky J. Ricky J pulls to the left and the Aston Martin. He's like, yes, now you've got that penalty, I can now take advantage. That's at 1805 now down to third position. Steve Stone's in fourth. Steve Stone's in fourth. Fast JMS in fifth. We are driven on front of his car. Crazy Pavel in sixth. Jason there in seventh. Down for the count in eighth. Nathan ninth. Sixpenny Guitar. Mickey, Darkest One, Johnny C. So we're on lap number, not even finished lap number 2. And we've still got a way to go. 7 minutes in, almost 8 minutes in. 21 minutes to go. Ricky J in second position. Sorry about that, the RAF came in. 1805. Being caught now by Steve Stones. So Steve Stones like, yes, look at me and my Aston Martin. So 2 British cars battling it out. 5th and 6th battling away. Sorry, 4th and 5th battling away. Sorry, 3rd and 4th. See what I mean? My head's everywhere. With the pain, you know, I'm not focusing correctly, so I need to shy away from the pain and just crack on. Oh, a bit of contact there from Steve Stones in 1805. Steve Stones in 1805 battling away. Still, Steve Stones wants that position, you know. He wants that position off of 1805, but 1805 is being very, very defensive right about now, and he's still being defensive as they head up to the first chicane towards the end of the lap. Perfect this, don't run it too wide, because again, you'll pick up a penalty. How does Ricky J get on this time? Very nice there from Ricky J. So 1805, pulled a bit of a gap over Steve Stones, Fast JMS in 5th. We've got Crazy there in 6th. Jason is 7th. Jason's 7th position, down for the count. Oh, Sixpenny Guitar down the inside. Marty just seen that. Marty just avoided that at the last minute. Because he's seen Sixpenny Guitar coming. Let's go on board with Sixpenny Guitar. That was a nice move, to be honest with you. Late breaking move from there with Sixpenny Guitar, and he sees that bit of a gap. He's like, yeah, coming on through Marty down for the count. He gets that move done. Very nice and clean. But Marty's seen him, so he left enough room for Sixpenny Guitar there. Let's go up, let's go up, let's go up. Rocky Rich now leading the way in McLaren. But again, Ricky J, it's a repeat of last week. He's having a stonking second race. I don't think he's a fan of that Subaru, but he's a fan of the Aston Martin. Because this last season was the one-make car, the Aston Martin GR4. So 1805, Steve Stones still batting away. Crazy, slowly catching up. 4:21.058 on lap number 2. Sorry. Fast JMS is 6th. We've got Jason there in 7th. So penalties are affecting these cars now. Johnny C, how's Johnny C getting on? Johnny C to the rear there of the darkest one. So the darkest one will bit of a penalty above his car as well, but the darkest one seems to be having some throttle issues this evening. by what I'm looking at. Let's go on with the darkest one. Let's have a look back to Johnny C. Let's have a look. Round this right-hander. Yeah, he seems to be okay now, actually, his throttle. It seems to like me, it seemed like to me he's had a bit of issues there with his throttle, but probably just me, the way I'm looking at it. So Rocky Rich leading the way. First position. Ricky J in second, 1805 in third. You're probably thinking, God, what am I watching? You know, you're getting positions wrong, you're slurring your words. I do apologise for that, but there is reasons for it. Next week, I'll be okay. Well, this week, Darkest One and Johnny C side by side still. But Darkest One ran it a bit too late on the brakes and he's into the gravel. So yeah, Ricky J. I can't choose my driver of the season so far because we're only on round number 2. And the racing is quite close in this league, you know. La Sarthe will always spread out the field. That's just how it is around La Sarthe. It's not always down to the driver. It's if you lose that slipstream, that will come into effect as well. So 1805 ran it. I knew that was coming. He broke way too late and he's into the gravel. So now he's got it all to do. But he has got Powell behind. And depending how quick 1805 can get back onto that throttle, yeah, he's trying to get back up to speed as quick as he can. So now he can just follow Powell around in 4th position now. So Powell in 4th with a penalty. So you're probably wondering now, hang on a minute. So 1805 went off track. So with 1805 went off track, he still wasn't up to speed. So Powell was up to speed. So I think in your right mind you can overtake in that scenario. So in regards to 1805, the first lap, so yeah, I think 1805 was within his rights to pass Ricky J when Ricky J got the last chicane all wrong. So Ricky J getting rid of that penalty, pulls to the right, gets off the line and he gets rid of it. So Rocky Rich still leading the way, putting out that gap. So with these cars picking up the penalties, that's coming into Rocky Rich's favour, you know. Heading up now, heading right towards the Porsche curves. This is a lovely section here, get this right. Get it bang on, clip that one. Nice and tight there. This one as well, get perfect entrance, clip that one. Run it out wide again, clip this apex again. Keep it out wide and cut it in really tight. Drop it down a gear, hug it in really tight. And you can, if you wanted to, drop it down to 4th, but he stays in 5th. He runs it a little bit wide, but kept it on track just about. Heading through now the right kink, the left kink, and yeah, he's heading up to the first chicane. It's all about perfecting these because you know, if you do it full speed and you cut the chicane, you will get a penalty. So nice, he does it there. Clip, clip, clip. The final chicane coming up, clip that apex, straight back onto the throttle. We'll head on to lap number 4. Nice lap there from Rocky Rich. So Rocky Rich leading the way. The fastest lap still is the fastest lap. I'll tell you now is Rocky Rich, 4:27.17. It's a nice lap there from Rocky Rich. He's doing it right so far, you know. He seems to be a fan of Le Mans, La Sarthe, as it's known as well. So Steve Stone's in second. Ricky J in third, 1805 in 4th. Crazy in 5th position. So Crazy in 5th, slowly catching 1805 there, but he is breaking away from Fast JMS in 6th position. So yeah, good race so far, good race. I need to get a quick drink, I do apologise. While I get a quick drink, we'll just focus on Rocky Rich with that 0.5 second penalty above his car now. So let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can burn it off and pull out a bit of a gap to Steve Stones even more. So yeah, Rocky Rich, loving it, ain't he? Loving La Sarthe. The fastest lap is because it's not purple on Rocky Rich's. So 4:19.847 by Nath on lap number 3. So Nath there with the fastest lap, 1 second penalty above his car. Down for the count, Marty is now got the attention of Mickey behind him in 11th. So now with Nath burning that penalty, maybe now Marty can get that position over Nathan Knight, but he's got Mickey behind in that Ferrari by the looks of it. Yeah, in the Ferrari. I didn't realise he was in a Ferrari. I thought he was in something else. So So Nath there, Nath still with a bit of penny above his car. So if I was down for the car, I would want the help from Mickey. Just give a bit of a bump to the rear, you know, just helping along. Johnny C up to 12, and the darkest one still a penny above his car in 13. 15 minutes to go. There's no need to pit around this race either. It's such a long lap. Tyre wear isn't that high. You could just no stop it. So Rocky Rich, the gap between first and seconds, 3.8. And a further 3.9 back from Steve Stones to Crazy. Let's keep an eye on that gap in. Crazy there with the fastest final sector, because it's purple, that means he's fastest around that final sector. So Rocky Rich still at 0.4. Steve Stones okay for penalties. Crazy as well, 18.05. Ricky J in 5th position. Fast JMS, Jason in 7th. 6penny Guitar with a penny above his car. Down for the count there in 9th. So Nath, what's going on with Nath? He's just putting that penalty off. Yeah, he's putting that penalty off. So nothing to worry about there. So down for the count in regards to 6penny Guitar. So down for the count can see 6penny Guitar, but he's a bit too far away just to pick up a bit of that slipstream up, you know. So Rocky Rich, go back up to Rocky Rich, 0.4. His fastest lap 4:27.17. We've got Steve Stones there. Steve Stones there in 2nd position. I really should have put the keyboard in because I could have done it a bit quicker. I might do it quickly just for the last 15 minutes. I'll get the keyboard up. Because I can display certain information as well. Because it's quite good with the keyboard. We'll get the keyboard up now. Let me just select the keyboard option for you. Let's leave keyboard up. I don't know if it'll let me actually. I don't know if I can use the. No, yeah, I can use the keyboard, but I can't use what I wanted to use. Because normally in live stream, if you press F12, you can bring up all the information, the last lap, you know, last lap time and that. So Crazy there in 3rd. We've got 18.05 in 4th. Ricky J there in 5th position. He's doing very well so far. So looking back, which we can't look back anyway. So no, the keyboard isn't allowing me to do what I want to do during post-race replays, which is a bit annoying, because during live streaming you can do a lot more than what you can do in post-race replays, like instant replay. You can go back to it, you can do this, you can do that, but you know, so unfortunately there for the post-race replay I can't do what I want to do. Hopefully at some point they'll implement it into maybe GT7. So 17 minutes in, 18 minutes in now, 0.2 above his car. But a gap between Steve Stones and Rocky Rich is 4.3, so enough for gap. Crazy there in 3rd position. So Crazy side by side there with Steve Stones. Look around the outside there at Steve Stones. Now it's with Pavel just to sit in that slipstream. They're breaking away now from 18.05, so in car with Pavel now. Right, click that apex and just sit in that slipstream. So the Nissan is okay top end, but Aston Martin just edges the GTR, but in slipstream any car can catch up to that car up ahead, you know, anyone knows that. So Pavel now in the slipstream, will he bump or will he pull to the right and just overtake Steve Stones? So there's Steve Stones in that car, drinking a can of beer, he's going around as well. Steve Stones side by side, so Pavel's got that 2nd position, 18.05 in 4th. Like I keep saying, the Jaguar's top end is really, really good. Ricky J doing a good job there in 5th position. Fast JMS there in 6th. Jason in 7th. And we've got 6penny Guitar there in 8th. Mickey in 9th. Nathan 10th. Down for the count, Marty in 11th. Like I said, check him out on YouTube as well. Facebook as well. He's got his own page dedicated to his D4TC. Johnny C in 12th, the darkest one, unfortunately. In 13 at the back of the field. So Rocky Rich, not a good race so far, but Crazy's quite a way back. So just concentrate now, keep your head down, and let's go for the win. You know, can Pavel will most probably want the 2nd win in a row, but I don't think he will get that. Barring that's if Rocky Rich doesn't do an error. I'll do an on-board lap with Rocky Rich in a minute. It's a long old lap, so yeah. In regards to call names, and I haven't got that with me. So 18.05 in 4th. Ricky J there in 5th. We got Fast JMS there in 6th. Jason there in 7th. Sixpenny Guitar in 8th. Identical colours there, cars as well. So side by side action here. Sixpenny Guitar to Mickey as well. Mickey there, DCCC Digital Car Culture. Check that out as well on Facebook. Check it all out, you know. So much going on in the Facebook world, especially mental health awareness. That's a big thing at the minute. Mental health awareness. Mickey there in 9th. Nate there in 10th. TRG down for the count in 11th. Johnny C in 12th. The Darkest One in 13th. Next week, Alsace Village 2, but the reverse layout of that Alsace Village is difficult going the normal way around. And I think the reverse layout of that track is just gonna, I don't know, especially me, because I'm not a fan of that track, the white way around, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. 1805 there in 4th. Let me know how you're getting on in your leagues. If you're racing in the GTCC season 50, let me know how you're getting on. You doing well? Are you enjoying it? Is it your first time out in the season? Are you enjoying it? Will you be back for more? This season 16. When's it going to end with MRC Grand Turismo Touring Car Championship? They've gone on for so long. I just think season 15, they've started quite a while back. And I think it'll carry on for a few more years yet. So Rocky Rich in 1st position still. 21 minutes in. We're talking around about maybe 2 laps left of this race. But they're long old laps. Crazy there. He's got his foot down now. He's flooring it. He's like, yes, look at me, idol. I'm going to give you a good display now for the final lap or 2. 5.1 second gap to Rocky Rich there in 1st position. Without slipstream. Barring an error from Rocky Rich. Rocky Rich is okay, you know. Steve Stone's there in 3rd. 1805 there in 4th. We've got Ricky J there in 5th. Fast JMS in 6th. Looking to the rear of Ricky J. Ricky J ran that final chicane. Still gets it very nicely done around there. So he hasn't run it wide. He hasn't straight lined that chicane either. So Ricky J putting it out now. So yeah, Ricky J having a good one, you know, having a good one, Ricky J. That livery is for cancer awareness as well. That's why it's so bright. You see a decal on there, the cancer sign. But apart from that, I won't say no more in regards to that. So Jason in 7th. Sixpenny Guitar in 8th. Mickey there in 9th. Nathan 10th. Down for the count in 11th. Johnny C in 12th. Being caught. Down for the count's being caught by Johnny C now in the Lambo Dumbo. And the Darkest One, unfortunately, way back now in 13th. His way, you can see on the track map, he's the last car, the blue. So you got the red, that's the lead runner, and then the blue at the very back of the field. That's the Darkest One, unfortunately. So, Pavel in regards to Rocky Rich. So, Pavel's took out 1.2 seconds out of Rocky Rich there. So, Pavel is, Pavel can see Rocky Rich. He's heading around the chicane now. I think he's worked out the track limits. I think they all have as well, because you can suss it out where they are. So, blue sector there for Pavel. Rocky Rich can see Pavel there in the background. Steve Stones in regard is falling back now from Pavel there in 2nd position. 1805 with a second, just under a second penny above his car. Ricky J there in 5th. We've got Fast JMS. Fast JMS, no one behind him, so it's for Fast JMS now just to focus and catch up to Ricky J. Jason there in 7th. Jason in 7th. Mickey in 8th. Looking back there at Sixpenny Guitar, and you can see Jason up ahead, and Nath there in 10th. See headlights to the rear, quite way back there, but you can see Sixpenny Guitar still in his Aston Martin, his orange Aston Martin. Down for the count, Marty, quite a way back, but you can see Johnny C in the Lambo Dumbo. You know, when that Lambo hits that 7th gear, it seems to have a bit of a turbo boost, you know, and it just goes really rapid. Darkest One now in the BMW M4 in 13th position. So after this lap, we'll have one more lap to go. Round number 2, race number 4. I apologise again. It hasn't been great, my commentary. I can do better than this. Side by side there, we've got. So what's happened to Pavel? Oh no! So Pavel. Go around his right kink. you want to brake really, really early, just after that right king, and he gets his braking all wrong, loses the rear end, into the gravel. Ricky J and Steve Stones and that 1805 will see Pavel. So Steve Stones now up to second. How many more places does Pavel lose? He loses at third. Ricky J coming along now, but Ricky J hasn't got that move done. 1805 getting rid of that penalty. So Ricky J up to fourth. Pavel third. So Ricky J looking around the inside there of Crazy, and Ricky J gets that final podium position for this moment in time. Can Ricky J get his first podium of the season? So Ricky J in third position. You can see Steve Stones up ahead, but Rocky Rich has pulled out enough for gap just to keep that lead. So Pavel there looking to the rear of Ricky J around this left-hander. Perfect this corner as well, this right-hander. Early braking, get it in really, really tight if you can. Early, drop it down to first. A bit backhandy there from Ricky J, but Pavel has closed that gap up. And behind we've got got Pavel there, but we've got 1805 as well. So 1805 can still pounce if he wanted to. Fast JMS in the McLaren 650S as well. He's sitting in sixth. We've got Jason there in seventh. Mickey behind Jason now. So a bit of a twitch on there from Jason. Sits playing the guitar, can see these two up ahead as well. Nath as well can see these three. Johnny C down for the count, having their own private battle to the rear of the grid. And we got the Darkest Swan, unfortunately, in 13th position, quite a way back. So, Rocky Rich will be heading on to the final lap of this race. Heading through these chicane sections now. Just come out of the Porsche curves. Steve Stones as well. In second. Crazy there in third. 1805 in fourth. So Crazy at this moment in time is holding on to that third position. Just get your braking correct on the final lap. Fast JMS in fifth. We've got Ricky J there in sixth, falling down to sixth now, very unfortunate. Mickey there in seventh, battling it out with Jason. They're side by side now, so in with Jason now. You can see Mickey there, so yeah, he gets that move done onto Mickey. Mickey seems to back out a bit quite early, so it's Benny Guitar there in ninth. We've got Nath there in 10th, Johnny C in 11th, TRG down for the count in 12th, and the Darkest One to the rear in 13th. Up we go, Rocky Rich, brilliant race from him. He got up to the front, he's led it for quite a while. He's now on to the final lap, racing super softs all round. Coming to a bit of effect now for him, but he's on the last lap now, so he can just take his time, just ease it off the accelerator, coast into corners. The gap behind, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it is huge. We'll have a look how big it is now. So the gap between first and second is 8.4, so he's okay, so Rocky Rich, hats off to you, my friend. You're doing a good race, you're running a good race. Steve Stones in second. He's breaking away from Pavel. Pavel got a penalty, but 1805 went straight through Pavel there. Pavel the winner the last time out at Lago Maggiore GP. So yeah, so penalty behind for Fast JMS as well. So 1805's got that move done onto Pavel, with Pavel burning that penalty. But Steve Stones may come under pressure from 1805 in third. So Rocky Rich, yeah, he's like I said, he's ran a good race this race. So going down quickly, it's battling happening between Ricky J and Fast JMS. There's a bit of a contact as they head into that chicane. Ricky J on the outside, yeah, just Ricky J trying to perfect the line out of that chicane. So bit of contact, Robbins racing, bit of a door up there, bit of contact, slight contact, there's no harm in that. The side by side now, we've got Mickey looking to the rear of Jason. He wants that move done as quick as he can. So we've got Sixpenny Guitar slowly catching up to the rear of Mickey there. So yeah, I think Mickey knows the track limits as well, where to go, don't cross over that white line. TRG down for the count, and Johnny still battling away. I think these two are good friends as well, and the Darkest Ones at the back in 13th. So Rocky Rich now, I can't say anything wrong, he's ran a good race, got to the front and led it ever since. Picked up a penalty here and there, but apart from that, good race. So 1805, 1.1 second penalty. Pavel can see that. So 1805, whether he'll burn that off or not, I'm not sure. He may well do. Let's have a look on board with Pavel now. Ricky J closing up slowly in fifth. So 1805, still with that penalty above his car. I think he may run it to maybe run it to the end, because he hasn't got too far to go. Crazy there in 4th position. Just the penalties as well. And the late braking, it's cost them. They've gone into the gravels. They've had to get out of the gravel and get back on track. And Fast JMS is there to the rear of Ricky. He's like, yes, hello Ricky. We meet again, my friend. Can Fast JMS do this? Can he do it? Can he pull to the right maybe? Maybe down the inside? Oh no, Ricky J covers off that entrance of that corner, left-hander. So yeah, on the exit of that corner, Ricky J straight on the throttle. This right-hander as well. Perfect this, don't run it too wide, brake quite early. Yeah, he does indeed. So Ricky J straight on that throttle again. So yeah, Ricky J's doing okay, you know. So 18.05 getting rid of that penny. That's gifted Pavel the final podium position. So he's sitting in 3rd, bar in the error. Ricky J, can Ricky J get that 4th position? I think Ricky J has earned that 4th position. You can see in the wing mirror there, we can see 18.05. So yeah, Ricky J's got that move done. So leading the way now, Rocky Rich. I want to go in car. I hate it when it keeps flicking through. So Rocky Rich now heading around, exiting the Porsche curves. The winner, by the looks of it, is Rocky Rich of race number 4, round number 2. So Rocky Rich now, first chicane, perfect that chicane, perfect the final chicane. He's coming on through. We've got out car view. Rocky Rich is your winner of La Sarthe for round number 2 of the MRC GTTCC. Steve Stones in there in 2nd. He'll be through with that. 2nd position for Steve Stones. Powell, he was close but not close enough. Powell in 3rd. Ricky J, brilliant performance there from Ricky J in 4th. Fast JMS in 5th. 18.05 in 6th position. 6-penny guitar coming around now, slowly does it, easing his way through. Up to the start finish line now, across the line in 7th position. Very well done to him. We've got battle here, 8th and 9th, Nathan Johnny C. Nate just holds Johnny C off, 8th and 9th. TRG down for the count in 10th. Mickey crossing the line now in 11th position. Jason in 12th. Handbrake turn. Very nice. So Darkest One is coming. He's got a way to go. I don't know how long they put the race delay out for the end of the race, but check me out. In regards, I don't know what's going to go on my operation. I don't know what's going to go on regards to that. I got the appointment tomorrow. I don't know. It's got to be a quick one. They got to rush it through. So fingers crossed. I'll do the. I'll get the replay out a bit earlier, maybe Saturday, Sunday of this week, because the race is on Friday. If I don't get it out, it'd be right about this time, but depending how I am. So yeah, I can't say no more than that. But Thursday, I'll be bringing out the Simfx Affinity GT Manufacturers replay from League 3. That'll be on Thursday, every Thursday. CJW Racing, Chris Wall will be doing League 1. Check out him as well on YouTube. Darkest One coming through now. Dark Smoker as well. But apart from that, I appreciate you. Is that just glitching there from the Darkest One? So I appreciate you watching. I do apologise for any slurry words, anything I got wrong. But like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications on so you know when I go live. Apart from that, I've been Idle for Game and Darren Baldwin. I do appreciate you watching. You all have a good week. Take care, much love, and I'll see you very, very soon. Well, you hear from me very, very soon. Right, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.